Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope you're all okay. I hope you've had a lovely week. So we've got two assemblies one day after the other two videos because I had all sorts of problems sorting out the recording that I made yesterday or that you saw yesterday. And in yesterday's assembly, we were talking about how to be happy and taking notice of really, really small things. And I said that at the end of the week, I would share this with you. Now, you guys are going to be collecting your small things that you've taken notice of that have made you happy over the next few days. But I did say that I would share mine because right the way throughout this week, I have taken a photo every day of something that has made me happy. And I wanted to share these things with you because noticing those small things has made me really happy. I've really enjoyed it. And then I'm going to read you a bit of a story. So, things that have made me happy. Some of them I've got photos of. Some of them I could just tell you about. So one of them, my phone. And the reason that's made me happy is because I got a message from a friend the other day who I haven't seen for absolutely ages. And my friend said, I hear you're doing this thing for your birthday in the summer. Can I come along and join in? I thought, do you know what? I haven't heard from my friend. That's brilliant. I was really, really pleased because I haven't seen her in a really long time. And now she's joining the thing that we're doing on my birthday in the summer, which is really, really good. It's nice to hear from your friends. So just noticing that my friend reached out and got in touch, that was brilliant. I've got a couple of other bits. So these are the photos. Now, some of you might have seen one of these. Let's share my window with you. Here you go. Some of you might have seen me wearing my crown when I was King of the Trees on Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was. Isaac and I made the crown together. Isaac was really clever. He lashed the wood together with bits of ivy that we pulled out from underneath the hedge. And I quite like wearing my crown. And when I went into year 5 later on in the week, some of the children even bowed to me because I was King of the Trees. And it was just a lot of fun. And it was nice to do something really, really simple, but that made people laugh. And actually, people were laughing at me or laughing with me. And seeing people's smiles is proven to make you happy. So there's two things about smiles. One is that smiling at people, like we talked about in yesterday's assembly, smiling at people makes you happier, but also seeing a smile puts you in a good mood. And I saw people's smiles because basically everybody thought I looked silly. But I saw people's smiles and that made me feel good. So I was noticing those smiles. Right, next photo. This was noticing something. Here we go. Can you see here in the photo? That's Tom's dad. And these are the cows that were crossing the road on the way to work. And I actually saw these cows twice. I saw them on Tuesday and again on Wednesday, crossing the road into the field. And it would be easy to get grumpy and say, oh, for goodness sake, I need to go to work. I need to get this done. I need to, come on, the cows are in the way. But actually, it's quite a cool sight. All these cows and Mr. Fryer there kind of patting each one on the back and saying, come on, let's go, and looking after them. It was a really happy sight. I really enjoyed seeing it, and it was very different. So I really appreciated seeing that. I took notice, and instead of it being a bad thing, it became a really positive thing. Right, this was the next one. I went on a bike ride because I do that a lot. And I cycled for 31 miles. And it's not about the distance, but I enjoyed the bike ride. But actually, while I was cycling, I stopped and I took this photo because I thought the clouds and the skies were beautiful. And I really, really enjoyed it. There were lots of different kind of cloud formations and patterns. And I really enjoyed that bike ride, but seeing the things that were around me. I'd never been down that road before. Some of the roads I've been on, I knew really well, but I'd never been down that one. And it was nice to explore new places. So while I was cycling, I was taking notice of these things and being grateful for them. Okay, here's another one. There you go. That's Leah. That's my friend's dog. And Leah was just kind of lying there on the sofa with this look on her face that says, Give me a tummy scratch. I want a tummy scratch. And she just kind of lay there going like that. And it was just one of those lovely, lovely moments. I just thought, I have to keep a photo of that one, because she's a very, very soft and friendly dog. And she just like snuggles on the sofa. And it just makes me chuckle the way she lies like that with her legs in the air. So again, it's just taking notice of something lovely. Now, the final one is a little bit different. That's Mrs. Dyson's rhubarb cake. Mrs. Dyson made this gorgeous rhubarb cake and some banana muffins, and she left them in the staff room yesterday for the teachers. And there's two reasons why I wanted to share this photo. One is because the cake was really yummy. That made me happy, obviously, because yummy cake is always good. But actually, Mrs. Dyson had thought about other people, and what I was thinking about with this photo is that was an act of kindness. And the act of kindness, rather than just going, oh, there's cake, it's really lovely to think about other people. And it makes Mrs. Dyson good that other people enjoy her cake, which is really nice. It's really nice cake, but actually other people sit there and think, oh, do you know what? Mrs. Dyson's done something really lovely for everybody. That's really kind. It makes you feel better. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a story that I've used in assembly before called Be Kind. And it's about how kindness makes you feel good, because this is all about mental health. It's all about the things that we do that make us happy. So I've talked about my cycling. I've talked about a dog. I've talked about food. I've talked about making other people happy by doing silly things like wearing silly crowns. But kindness is something that makes us feel good as well. And if we can be kind, then it will help us and help our mental health as well. So even if we feel really, really rubbish, showing somebody else some kindness or recognizing when somebody shows you some kindness helps you to feel better. So be kind. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday all over her new dress. Everyone laughed. I almost did too, but Mum always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked. I said, but purple's my favourite colour. I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put her art smock on and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favourite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. And while I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin? Let her borrow my jumper? Spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? Maybe it's giving. Maybe making cookies for Mr. Rinaldi, who lives alone. Letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Maybe it's helping putting dirty dishes in the sink. Cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots and asking the new girl to be my partner. Listening to my Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle, or saying, thank you, bless you. My mum says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey, Carla. What's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Red-Eye Mandelbaum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her, because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do. And together they could grow into something big. Something really big. So big that all our kindnesses spill out of our school, spread throughout town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. And you've got lots of people who are benefiting from those acts of kindness. Right back to Tanisha and me, so we can be kind again and again and again. So we've got a lovely story about how we can be kind and how that kindness spreads right the way around the world. And in every single case, somebody that you're kind to feels good. So we can help other people to feel good about themselves. But when someone is kind to us, we can take notice as well. That's what makes us feel good. So it's about 25 to 9 while I'm recording this. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do something to be kind. I'm going to go see people on the playground. I'm going to use people's names, like it said in the story. And I am going to start my day off in the way that makes me feel good. And I hope that you can take notice of some small things as well during the day. I hope that as a class you can take those photos. So you've got one photo each day on your Heart Smart board that shares something really positive and the small things that we've taken notice of, just like I've taken notice of my small things that I've shared with you today. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye-bye.